Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Let's Play Kirby's Adventure. Last time, well, we went through Ice Cream Islands, defeated a strange-looking painting guy, and yeah, we are going to be starting up here in the third world of the game today, Butter Buildings. This world's interesting. I think this is probably like the first world in the game that I think is really great, just because it's got such a distinct theme from the last few worlds, and I really do love the music in this world a lot. Compared to the last two, I like Vegetable Valley's music a lot too, but this is definitely kind of one of those highlight songs of the game. Hit Mr. TikTok again. Not that much to say about him really compared to before. Once again, he drops the mic ability. Funny, I just kind of got rid of this, but yeah. This level does actually introduce something that's very unique, though, and it's actually right here. You may notice up above, there's this big button up here. If we head down here, there's a hidden door here. Not so hidden, but you can destroy that, and that creates a door here, and there's a button here. This playthrough will definitely be consisting of going after all of these buttons here, because that is the main 100% requirement of the game. And yeah, that's finally the objective that we've been looking for the last few videos, but indeed. Anyways, that level's cleared off. We also have the mini-boss here. I think this is... oh, it's just Wheelie. Do I need to... I guess I'll fight him here, I suppose. Didn't really show how to damage him otherwise there. He just shoots the little wheel out at us there, and we just kind of hit it back at him there. That's pretty much this fight in a nutshell. Alright, not much to say about the rest of that fight there. Stage 2, this is the first level in the game that I legitimately got stuck at as a kid, and it's probably understandable why when you know what's at the end of it, but yeah, this stage... oh, I actually got the M-Tomato from that. I think if you inhale the poppies on that, you'll get the M-Tomato, but yeah. This is such a cool effect here. This is something that I think was unfortunately lost in the GBA version, but this scrolling effect is so impressive for NES standards. Like, even for late NES standard, like, this came out in 1993. The Super Nintendo was out for a few years by this point, but this is easily, I think, one of the best-looking games on the NES. I will show a kind of neat trick here that you can do. So, I need to remember how to do this right here. I think this is it here. Oh, shoot. I think that'll do it there. Yes, if you inhale both those stone guys, you get freaking UFO from that if you just let the thing run its course there. This stage became so important in the speedrun for that, because it was basically the quick way of getting UFO, and you see what UFO did to this boss here. Funny enough, we fight Wheelie again, but yeah, this ability is really great. One of the best abilities in the game, easily. Now... I won't use UFO for the I'm gonna disband it here now, because, like, it would be kind of broken to use in the next area here. You can actually get ice from these guys. This is a new ability here. Before we had Freeze Kirby, and now we have actual Ice Kirby here. Functions very similarly to Fire in a way, just with ice, so... just do a slide and you can get those there. This was the reason I got walled as a kid. This is Bugsy. This fight gave me a lot of problems when I first played this game, and not so much I think in Adventure's case, but in Nightmare in Dreamland, like, this guy's a much bigger and kind of more menacing sprite, so that's, I think, why I kind of struggle with this guy as much as I did. He's not too bad, though, now, and he actually drops the backdrop ability. In Nightmare in Dreamland, I think this level has, like, an extra screen added to the end of it here. It doesn't really have much in it, I think just some enemies for backdrop to defeat, but I remember there being more to this level in Nightmare in Dreamland, so I guess keep that in mind. Anyways, stage 3. I didn't really say too much about Bugsy, but he just kind of tries to do a dash attack at you, and that's pretty much that, but yeah. We get the backdrop ability, which is kind of neat. Basically, we inhale an enemy and then pretty much just backdrop them there. Have more rotating buildings here. God, this area looks so... This area just looks so impressive and cool for this, like, generation here. Backdrop's a pretty cool ability and would kind of later be the basis for a lot of Kirby's Smash Bros. Throws. This area's interesting, so if we go in the other doorway here... Oh, I don't remember this, actually. I'll take that. I mean, I remember this room with the spikes and everything, but I didn't remember that being a one up there. Yeah, we kind of just have two rooms here that usually kind of just interchange between the two of them. This here is an tomato, which I'll take. Otherwise, though, it's pretty easy to figure out where you have to go here. Just literally go straight to the top, and that's it for this level here. The only levels in this world that have any sort of secret, I think, are Stage 1 and Stage 6. The rest of them you usually don't need to worry about. And I think if you get, like, the flagpole on the level, you know you have it fully completed out. The museum... Oh, it just has high jump in here. That makes sense. Stage 4, let's go on with it here. Really cool scrolling effect once again. Meta Knight, what are you doing here, man? This ability's actually pretty good for the Meta Knights here, just because inhale these guys, and I just remember finding this guy kind of awkward to hit for I don't know what reason, just probably because, oh god, really, dude? Not too bad of a fight otherwise, though. And I think that's mostly it for this level here. Usually the fights with the Meta Knights, like, most of their levels, typically that's like the main selling point for them. This room here, I might have just lost backdrop here, whatever. Kind of just have this gust of wind here that'll kind of push you towards the top here. Kind of awkward to get in this door here because you have to press up to get in there and you bounce around a lot, but not too bad otherwise. And this should be the last of the sub-games here, I think. This is Quick Draw. When the enemy draws, press the A button. If you press too soon, you'll get a penalty. Probably not going to do the greatest at this because... Yeah, I think there is a little bit of latency for this here. I think I will need to be faster than 16 milliseconds for this. Yeah. I only made it to 3 opponents there. I think if you beat the 4th opponent, you get, like, a 1-up, and then the 5th opponent's the... A lot of 1-ups there. It can be kind of tricky with, you know, input lag, and this game already kind of lags, and the fact I'm playing this on, like, a Wii, which I think is based mostly on the Virtual Console port of this game, You know, I'm using a wireless controller to begin with, so that probably does not help the latency at all. Anyways, though, got a kind of neat level here otherwise. And we got the introduction of that opponent that we just lost to there. This is Bonkers. He likes to whack you with his hammer, and that's pretty much that. So let's take his hammer. He also can throw out coconuts as well to get a projectile to inhale to him there, even though he also drops stars as well. And that's literally all that she wrote for this level here. That was a really, really short one. We get the top as well, really nice. It's nice actually being able to get the top here, because I think in the speedrun I pretty much always have to not do that. For obvious reasons, but yeah. Anyways, stage 6. This level does also have an extra secret here, so let's go ahead and try and find it. I was literally pressing the B button that whole time there. I don't know why I wasn't swinging, but go on. Hammer's a pretty good ability here otherwise. I guess I can kind of talk about this, and I don't know if some people remember this or not, but like, I mentioned about wanting to do a Let's Play this back in 2008, I think. I don't think anything still exists from that. There's some stuff from that era that does, but I don't think that's one of them. And that was terrible. There was only one video I think ever recorded from that, and I don't even think it had any commentary or anything. I remember my mom interrupted me in the middle of one of the early videos of that for some reason, or like in one of the levels. Anyways, there's a switch the switch of the level's hidden right here anyway. Just opens up an egg catcher there. I may show that one off there, and maybe from here on out, I don't know if I'll actually bother with too many of the rest of the egg catchers here. Alright. Trying to save this ability for the boss fight here. We do have another unique ability here, but it's not great, and I'll be able to show it a little better in the next level here. If you inhale this guy with the sunglasses here, this is actually the light enemy here. He will give light Kirby, which is not really all that great, and I wish I wasn't saying that, because I feel like there's a lot of potential and ability about light would have, and going into this without any ability, that's really, really fun. That was just what I wanted to avoid all the enemies for, only to get hit at the very end there. As I was starting to say earlier, though, I also in 2012 era, I want to say, I actually was planning a Let's Play this a long time ago then, but that never really happened there either, because I was planning it alongside something else that would have been a lot more ambitious then. I was actually planning to do this alongside Metroid Prime 2 back then, believe it or not, which I still have also not, like, Let's Played even to this day. Oh, I have my health back. I didn't realize I did. I don't know when I got my health back, but I did apparently. Yeah, basically, I just didn't have time. This was like at the end of when I was doing Sonic Adventure 2, and that was such a ambitious Let's Play for me at the time. There's probably like a good 30 or so hours that went into like the last like 2 or 3 months of that Let's Play, which that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like as long as I spent on several games, period. Like something like, say, my Let's Play of Twilight Princess, I think, is only around 30 hours. And I was spending that on just, like, the last, like, 20 videos of Sonic Adventure 2, doing all the 100% stuff of that. And I was planning, like, this and Prime 2 after the fact, and I wanted them to be done by, like, Christmas, I think, at the time. And I thought to myself, I'm like, this I could have done, but there's no way in hell I could do Prime 2 in, like, that 2-month time frame. There was just no... I was burnt out, basically, and that's why I shelved it for so long. But, yeah. In retrospect, I think that break was definitely the best thing for me, because, yeah, looking back at that era, I definitely needed it. Anyways, this is Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Very unique boss fight in the fact that you're fighting two of these guys. And whatnot. They can be kind of awkward to fight there. You're gonna want to... wait for them to do certain attacks here. I almost got Sunny Boy here, but I don't think he can inhale that fireball there, so kind of keep that in mind. I didn't mean to take that hit there either, but... okay. This fight's a lot easier if you have an ability, but it can still be kind of tricky. Okay, one of them's gone there. The sun can still attack you, don't get me wrong, but... oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Wow, I am surprised I won that there. Yeah, Butterbuilding's pretty cool world, all things considered. Next time on Kirby's Adventure, we are going to head off to the fourth world of the game, which is Grape Garden. If you like this one, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Have yourselves a great day, and peace out.